Hello, everyone. Happy August 30th. It's the last Tuesday of August. We're wrapping up the August team calls, and we have some really exciting things to share with you guys today. Um, I don't even know where to start because I feel kind of speechless. But the upper leaders just got off a call with corporate Juice Plus sales team and the people at home office, and our CEO shared, and there was really just some amazing things announced that just have me so fired up. And we're going to share with you guys, but like I've been making the longest list ever. I'm like, okay, this person, this person, this person. And so I'm just going to share my screen and share with you guys that they are rolling out something called Power Your Purpose. And starting on this Thursday, September 1st through Friday, September 30th. So just the month of September, the Juice Plus company is waiving the application fee for all new partners. So for our affiliate program, it's completely free to become an affiliate. And they also shared some exciting things that they're going to be doing alongside this that I will also share. So I don't want to be the only one sharing this. Like Jeanette, Julie, Carrie, does anyone want to share like how exciting this is? We did this for the first time 2 summers ago during COVID. They had a 30-day window where you could only pick one person, or no, it was a 48-hour window, 48 hours, and you could pick one person. And they had, we had some really good success with that. I think the urgency. And then last summer, they had all summer long, you could sign up as a partner. And I know some people took advantage of it. Yet personally, I thought maybe all summer didn't create enough urgency and intention. And so I do love the idea of it only being 30 days. It's the month of September, and it's really what they talked about is how it's helping us go into Juice Plus Live in October with a lot of momentum. And our CEO ended the call with how excited she was just for helping more people join our healthy living family. So does anyone want to come on and share? Carrie, I know you're unmuted. Julie?
Yeah, I'll share real quick.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I think last time when we had this, I know we had about 120 new affiliates, new partners, whatever you want to call it, join our team. And just in that weekend period, so now we have a full month. So I'm going to say, and everybody raise their hand. I want some participation here. Raise your hand if you think that our team could get 150 new affiliates in the month of September. Raise your hand. 100. Oh, I've got my dad raising his hand here on the beach. 150 new affiliates. I mean, how many customers, how many friends and acquaintances, and who's on your chicken list, who's on your prospect list, and join for free and make money back on their own Juice Plus. But not only that, I'm going to add one more thing. We want these people to get to P Plus because we want to give them the best experience and make the most money that they can. So P Plus in September, let's see what we can do. I think it's just an amazing opportunity. My wheels are spinning. Like Emily said, I'm just making this huge list of all my customers and all the people that I can reach out to. What an awesome opportunity in the month of September only. Let's get them to P Plus also. Okay, Emily, that's what I got.
Okay. Well, Carrie, Julie, do you guys want to share anything?
Yeah, I just wanted to say they opened up the call talking about how, new partners, the number of new partners is directly indicative of how successful our business is doing or our company is doing. So this is a great way to just make the priority again about making sure that we're offering the business to everybody. I actually just offered the business to a girl who ordered yesterday, and she just wrote back just now. Yeah, sure. I'm like, oh my goodness, you just have to offer, right? So I think it's great that it's reminding us to always be having that conversation. And I think one of the coolest things I saw is that it's even for returning partners.
Yes.
Which is really awesome because they already said yes before. There's something that got them excited before. So why wouldn't they want to come lock arms with you again. And they have some really incredible incentives for the people. I don't have it all figured out yet, but for the people that add the most partners and then help their partners get up to Partner Plus. So I think it's exactly what we need going into the school year and everybody being back in their routines. And we know everybody needs more Juice Plus in their life. So
Yeah.
this will help us get more people on our team.
Julie, will you share the verbiage that you texted your new customer? Because that kind of leads us into the next segment of objection, because I think sometimes we don't invite people because we don't know what to say. We're scared they're going to say no. We're scared they're going to come back with an excuse, and we just don't know where to start. So then we just keep them as happy customers. And I think everyone deserves to hear about becoming a partner and offsetting their costs. And then of course, like Matt said, having them become Partner Pluses. So the company shared that
Hey, Emily,
Yeah.
I'm going to share just for 1 second before you go on.
Yeah, I was just going to share the details about it, but I'll share after you share.
Okay. Yeah. I just want, first of all, I think it's always exciting when, you can partner with a company that is going to, let you join for free, but that's not the starting conversation. But what I loved was one of the newest NMDs, Andrea, I can't remember her last name, Hammond, maybe. Anyway, she shared on the call and she just said, and she literally has been blowing it up. She'll be giving her NMD speech in Atlanta at JP Live. So you're going to want to hear her because she's on fire. And sponsored, I think, I don't know, what'd she say, 40 frontline. So what she said is that she gives everybody the opportunity. When they order Juice Plus, it's probably what Julie is saying right now is we have to remember to give everybody the opportunity. Now, does everybody say yes in the beginning? No, but she always plants a seed and a lot of people do. And so we have to remember that it's not our responsibility for their yes or no, but it is our responsibility to give them the opportunity. And I love that the company is doing this with that everybody can win in this. So imagine you have a brand new person, because they're going to give away that sponsor also bonus to somebody. And if you're a brand new person, you could be the top sponsor, right? So it's a contest that is for everybody, from the very brand newest person to the person that's been around the longest, which on this call is probably Jeanette. So I really do love this. And I think it's just worthy of just to remind us that our business is all about always offering and the brand new partner. And I'm super pumped about it. So yay.
I love that. I love that. It really is so true. Planting the seed is the first step, not getting stuck on the outcome or what they say, the yes or no, but just knowing that our responsibility is to give them the option. So Julie just popped the verbiage into the chat. If you guys are watching live on Facebook, I will copy and paste it there, or maybe you can, Julie. But she just offered it. She said, "Hey, Mindy, I didn't mention it yesterday, but I wanted to make sure I told you, you do have the option to become a Juice Plus affiliate and earn money back on your order and anyone you share Juice Plus with. I know you have a busy, high-powered job, but I didn't want to assume anything. Would you like to know more?" And she responded and said, "Sure." So that's really just our opportunity, or our responsibility is to share, and the rest is up to them. And at least she planted the seed, because if she would have said no, then she knew she could come back in a couple of months. Maybe she would say, "Hey, tell me about that affiliate program." So I don't want to take too much more time from the call, because I want to share the objections training that we're going to share from Sean Myers. So last week you guys heard a little bit from Sean Myers, and this week I'm going to share a short objections panel that they had at the Level Up training. And I thought it was so valuable and very practical, and I wanted to share that with you guys. But before we jump into that, they're going to Juice Plus company is going to put all of the details out for this, campaign. It's called Power Your Purpose. And they're going to put all of the details on the Juice Plus Hub, I think in the next 24 hours. Everything starts on Thursday, September 1st. They shared a couple of screenshots of what you guys will see if you go to add a new partner on your My Juice Plus portal. they will have an actual free button that they can just click free, and then everything should work. They're very confident that our system is a lot more up to date than it was last summer, when I know a few of us had some glitches. Everything has been tested and it's been a seamless transaction. So everything's going to start. I think that button will start to appear. I don't know why 10 a.m., but they said 10 a.m. on Thursday. And they have amazing new resources on the Juice Plus Hub, obviously with the new branding. They're going to equip us. Really, their like message was, we're rolling this out and don't overcomplicate it. We have all the resources you need inside the Juice Plus Hub, which you can find inside your Juice Plus portal. Sorry, I'm keep going back and forth because I'm sharing all these things. So one more thing I'll share is, like I said, they're going to put out all of the resources and things on the Juice Plus Hub. But the detail, the really fun detail is they are anyone who does an express track in the month of September. So between September 1st and 30th, and of course that would go until October 10th if someone were to sign up at the end. Anyone who does the express track to Partner Plus will receive a free ticket to Juice Plus Live, in addition to their $100 express track bonus. And then, like Julie said, they're also honoring this becoming an affiliate for free for previous partners who are returning to the Juice Plus company, which is mind blowing because they've never allowed that. They've always said brand new partners only. So anyone who is like needs to renew, or I don't know about necessarily renewing, maybe they need to be inactive for a certain amount of time. They're coming out with all the details, but it's $0 for those people returning, which is incredible. And then they're going to have some really awesome contests for people who sponsor as many Partner Pluses. I know they said, I'm losing track of all these screenshots that I took, but all of these details we will put inside the Voxer chat so that you guys can go over them with your upline and map it out, because the top 20 sponsoring people are going to earn an additional $1,000 bonus. And then they're also going to have a drawing for people who at least sponsor one new Partner Plus. So that's what I know. I know that it's exciting. I think that this could be an awesome opportunity to have our best month ever in the month of September. And I love that Jeanette remembered the exact partners that we had as team-wide, because I most definitely think that we can achieve 150, if not more. So I am excited for that. So without further ado, I think that goes straight into this training for Level Up to Objection. So I'm going to share my screen and let Sean, it's a whole panel and they make it very interactive. So I hope you guys get something out of it. If you're watching it on Facebook, I would love if you comment in the comments any takeaways you get in here on Zoom as well, so that we can kind of learn together. Even though I'm going to mute myself out, we're all on this call together learning. So I hope you guys find this valuable.
Okay, we're gonna have some fun right now. How many of you have heard people tell you why this wasn't gonna work? Right? Well, to bring up the man, the legend again, please Billy, bring up Sean Myers.
You guys having fun out there? Are you having fun out there?
I told you I don't like that.
So this is going to be really, really
to be
fun. We've got some
cornered,
people in Australia.
I don't
How's
like
it going
that.
out there in Australia?
I'm listening to my Juice
They're
Plus
up
call.
early,
Stop.
and we've got an objection panel. So anybody in here ever got an objection from someone that made them feel bad? Anybody ever get an objection in here from someone they cared about and it hurt? Right? Boy, could I tell those stories. We don't have enough time for me to tell those stories, but my family was not very happy that I was actually interested in this, let me tell you. They were so proud of me before this. So some of them are still waiting for me to get a real job after 33 years. So we're actually gonna just fire this up. This team is gonna fire objections at me. They're actually gonna have to go out of character because this is the stuff that they answer every day, and they're gonna be the mean side of the business. And we're gonna just see where this goes. You want to start out, Joy?
Yeah, Sean, we get hit up with this kind of crap all the time, and it's just taking advantage of people's insecurities, what's happening with the financial structure right now. Really, at the end of the day, it's all a scam, isn't it? These are just like get rich pie in the sky schemes, right?
I know what you're thinking right now.
Illegal, maybe even. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but we have a company that's 50 years old, and obviously you've had some experiences that weren't very positive that you're equating with our amazing product, amazing company. You want to tell me about that?
Well, you know, there's just always this talk of, you know, get in, you can make money overnight, drive a Lamborghini, have a house on the beach, you know, all that stuff. And in truth, I mean, I've watched so many people get involved with these things and never make any money, spend a bunch of money, get their hopes up, make a lot of people mad. And, you know, I just don't see myself getting involved in something like that. It's not like a real business.
Boy, that sounds like something I don't want to be involved with too. I'll tell you that. You know, it's a lot of things in our life that make up our opinions about things. And so many times, I don't know if you've ever had that experience, what you first thought something was, once you found out a little more information, it wasn't. Would you be interested in me answering those questions, or is that an opinion you'd like to hold on to?
I don't know. I kind of, you know, everywhere I look, people are touting these pyramid schemes. And
So a time out, I'm going to talk to you guys now. You might be thinking, maybe I really don't want her on my team. You know, like Halawadi said, maybe this is a time to say next. But let me tell you, you don't know how strong a doubter and a hater can be when they're turned your direction, right? What you want to have is somebody that feels that strong about what you've got going instead of against what you've got going. So hang in here with this. This is fun stuff. And you know what? It's so much better to have an objection and somebody that's coming at you like this than it is when you talk to somebody and they go, oh, how nice for you. And that's it, right? Because you got nowhere to go. You got nothing to answer. Okay, back to real action. Let's see what happens. You know what? I know exactly how you feel because I actually felt the same way when I was first introduced to this. And I have to say, I'm so lucky that my wife had an open mind because I was completely closed. I had had an experience in college that totally turned me off to network marketing. I had a friend invite me to a keg party. And when we got there was no keg. But there was a guy in a suit with a whiteboard that started drawing circles. And we all kind of went, what in the world is this, right? And I had a preconceived notion that that's what this was going to be when my friend told me about it. Well, my wife had the open mind, and fortunately for me, I got a chance to actually overcome my skepticism and understand what it really was about. And one of the things I was always thinking was, it's that pyramid thing. It's that pyramid thing. But I, like most people, didn't really understand what that even meant. What is a pyramid? Well, everything is kind of in the shape of a pyramid, you know? And I really love that idea about our business because what we've done is we've kind of flipped that pyramid idea upside down. You know, when I was in high school, I used to sack groceries. And the grocery chain, the grocery store that I was at, got bought. And what were the chances? It got bought by a huge company called Kroger. What were the chances for me to get to the top of Kroger, right? Coming from Grocery Sacker. Not so good, right? Not so good. Probably about a 0, right? Because the CEO of Kroger, he's a Harvard graduate. He's a somebody important. And the higher you get up that pyramid, what happens in corporate America? What happens as you move up the pyramid in things? It gets smaller and smaller and smaller as you get towards the top. In fact, it gets so tight that it becomes what we call passive aggressive. Why? Because you want your people to do well, but not too well, or they take your spot. Well, that's what's so cool about what we do. There is no way I can do well unless you do well. It's impossible for me to succeed unless you succeed. We flipped the corporate pyramid upside down, and we've created an idea that is all about giving, help, and that's why our community is so different than what people have come from. It's almost hard to imagine that all the people around you would be for you instead of competing against you. It's a different mindset. Would you be willing to take a look at that?
I'm open to more education about that.
All right.
You've got me thinking.
Well, the first thing you got to look at is our products. We got to get back to that because that's the superstar.
What about those products?
I love the audience. I do want that button at home. Like, I didn't burn the toast. It's awesome. We'll get together later. Hey, Doug, what's going on with you, buddy?
Sean, I really appreciate you sharing with Juice Plus. You know, I am interested in health and nutrition, but my question is, why can't, if this is so good, why can't I just find it on the shelf at my favorite nutrition shop? And the second part of that question is, I'm pretty sure that when I was cruising the rows at Costco, I saw something that was identical for half the price.
That's really a fantastic question. Let me talk about the first one first. You know, in our business model, first of all, we got to go back to what this product actually is. You know, we actually go all the way to the farmers and control from the seed to how the growing is done, and we take that all the way through the capsule. It's literally from seed to your ingestion that we control the process. So inside of that, we've had a product out now since 1993. And in 1993, nobody had ever heard of fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And what we get paid to do is the education part. You know, you sit this on a shelf, people don't know what it is. If it just sits there, it sits by itself.
Yeah, but why can't I just go to this? Why do I have to get it from you? If it's so good, why can't I just buy it? Can't I get a coupon and get a discount at the grocery store? I mean, come on, man.
Well, you know what? If we actually had the product sitting on the grocery store, it probably would just get passed by because the education wouldn't come with it. And one of the things that we're so excited about that our company offers is the transformational education about health and wellness that comes with the product. And that's something that we do. Now, we also have a different formula for the way we pay. We pay different. Because if we put it on the shelf, we'd actually have to create a whole marketing budget. We've got to run ads. We've got to put it on TV. We've got to do all that. And it actually costs more to do all that than what we actually do. We'd have to cheapen
what's
the
wrong
product.
with ads? What's wrong? I mean, ads, they're everywhere. I mean, I'm bombarded every day.
You're exactly right. And how effective are they? Are you buying everything you see an ad on?
I probably not. No,
Okay, well.
I don't like to be advertised.
Okay, well, then I think we're answering your own question for you. You know what? It's kind of like this. If you had something that you knew would make a difference for me, you knew that if I took it, it would make a difference in my health. It would actually transform me, and you knew it so much, wouldn't you actually have to tell me about it?
I could see your point there. I just don't know why I can't just buy it on the shelf and call it good.
Because that's not where it comes from. It comes from us. We ship directly to you. We actually have the customer follow-up and the customer service that big companies and stuff you buy at Costco doesn't have. That all comes with it.
I see your point because I've never gotten a call from those people at the nutrition store.
And you probably didn't even take everything that you bought. That's the way it works over there. So anyway, thank you. I'll be collecting a check from you just soon, right? All right. Let's go over to Karen.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Great. You know, I appreciate the message, but here's the thing. I don't really want to sell to like my friends, and it kind of drives me nuts. Like I'll get a message from somebody back in high school I haven't spoken to in 25 years, and they drop messages in my inbox. Like, I don't want to bother my friends like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean, and I felt exactly the same way. I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go out. I need a job. I need to make money, but I don't want to go out and actually be the burden for other people, right? I don't want to be that kind of that salesy person. But you know what? It's kind of like what I was talking to Doug about. After I got involved with this company and realized that the products were transformational for people's health, what am I going to do? I'm not going to tell my mom. I'm not going to tell my dad. I'm not going to tell my best friend. I'm not going to tell my family. I'm going to keep it to myself. That really put a dilemma to me. So I kind of look at it a different way. I don't look at it that I'm going out and building a business. I look at it that I'm going out and serving a community. And you know, that serving a community idea is probably the most fun part about what we do. I think you would really fit into the community that we have. Would you be open to checking out one of our events? I think you'd really, really enjoy it. It's a bunch of people that are about serving the planet and making a massive difference for people.
Yeah, that does sound like something I'd probably come to, at least to check out.
Boy, she was pretty easy. That was probably too easy, wasn't it? You know, just on a side, one of the things you're going to get when you get a lot of objections out there, whether it's a price objection or anything like that, is you have to divide it into really two different categories. Either they're not sold on what you're selling yet, you haven't given them enough information about what it is you're selling, or they're not sold on themselves. It's really one or the other. They don't have the confidence in themselves to think that they could actually do this or be successful, maybe in anything. And so you got to build up what we can offer, or you haven't given them enough information on the product. You haven't given them enough a value for them to actually say, hey, I want to do this. All right, we're going to go to Australia. Anthony.
Hey, g'day, mate.
How you doing, mate?
Good, good. Mate, I've been listening in, and frankly, I just don't see how someone would have the time. I have 3 kids, 5 businesses, and then a very rigorous Netflix regime. You know, there's Cobra Kai, Billions. My wife loves The Bachelor. Sometimes I have to watch that with her. Yeah. So I just frankly can't see how you would fit the time in to do this.
Well, you know what? I totally understand where you're at. In fact, that's probably the number one thing that people say when they look at adding something new to their life. How in the world, with as busy as I am, could I ever add something new? And you know what? There may not be a reason for you to add something new. Tell me about your life. Are you happy with what's going on? Do you love everything? Are you totally satisfied?
You know, I'd love to spend more time with my kids and surfing and adventuring.
What could do that? How would you be able to do that in your current life? It sounds like you're pretty busy.
Yeah, certainly not through traditional business. We opened 5 centers, and I thought that was the path to freedom, but just like adult babysitting, really.
So it sounds like you went the traditional route of entrepreneurship where you thought you were going to own your own business, but your business owns you in terms of your time. You know, I know a lot of...
It's a real business, you know. It's like there's bricks and mortar and a mortgage. It's real, Sean.
Yeah.
Like this stuff that's like, I can't see it, this online stuff. Like, what's that all about?
Yeah.
I've got to put time into it. I want to know I get something back, you know?
You know, it really is a different mindset. It's a completely different mindset to think that you can own your own business and actually build a company and a business that you have control of without having to invest tens of thousands or even millions of dollars, without having to have a whole team of employees, without, just as an example, think about if you tried to do this whole thing yourself that we're doing, all the research and all the money that you would have to put in. It's a new mindset. It really is. You know, and I feel so fortunate that when I was 23 years old, I was able to find something that instead of trading my dollars for hours, or trading my hours for dollars, I was actually able to create leverage. I was actually able to create something that continues to grow on itself. What I did last week, I get paid again and again on. What I did last month, what I did last year, I get paid again and again on, instead of having to recreate it every single time. When I get a customer, I've had customers on this product since 1993 when it came out, eating it every single month, and I've added customers every single month since 1993. Now, if you could have that kind of leverage without having to have the investment, would that be something that'd be interesting for you?
Count me in. How much time would I need to put in each day or week?
You know, it kind of depends on what your goals are. If you're looking for an extra $500 a month, we can do that on a really part-time basis. A lot of people look at our opportunity as something they want to create, maybe a side income so somebody doesn't have to go back to work when the kids go to school. Maybe that's $2,500, $3,000 a month, and then there's people that go to the moon. You can replace 6-figure incomes. There's 7-figure earners in this room right now. So it depends on what your goals are, how much time, but I'll tell you what, the time invested in this long-term pays higher value than anything that I've ever seen. Would you be interested in taking a look?
Let's do it.
All right. I've got 20 seconds left. That was good timing. Thank you. Well, anyway, yeah, give them all a hand. Remember, the objections are not about you. They're not about you. Say that. Everybody say that out loud at home. What are the objections are not about me. The objections are not about me. The objections are about them. The objections are about them. You are an educator. You're helping people make a decision. I actually look at this, that my job is a professional fence knocker offer. That is literally my job. I go out into the marketplace, and when I meet people, I make a friend first. That's my number one thing. I make a friend first because no one's going to trust you unless they know you care. I make a friend first, and then I want to give them enough enough information that they can make a decision. They can actually say yes or no based on what the facts are, not based on their preconceived ideas or objections that don't have any education behind it. Does that make sense?
All right, that is objections in a nutshell. And hopefully you guys took away something. I love what he said about making friends first, giving them enough education so that they can make an educated decision. And yeah, I loved all of that. So thank you guys for joining us today. We are going to put out all the details about the Power Your Purpose in the month of September. And I'm just very excited. Thank you guys so much for being on.